Hello everyone, welcome back with another video. My name is Bappy Ahmed and I'm your host. So guys, we are continuing our generative AI community session. So in this video, I'm going to discuss another amazing open source large language model, which is nothing but Google PaLM 2. So Google PaLM 2 is nothing but it's an alternative way of your OpenAI. Okay, so if you are using OpenAI, if you are using GPT based large language model, so there actually we saw that we need to pay for it. Okay, it is not a free. So there actually we used to use something called OpenAI API to create the API key, and we used to use that API key to use the GPT model access, right? But what Google has done actually, so they created this Google PaLM 2 model. So this is another large language model, and they have also created one API on top of it. Okay, so we call it like Google API. So we'll be using this Google API to access this PaLM 2 model. Then we'll be using this PaLM model to create our generative AI application. So in this video, I'll show you like how we can use this Google PaLM 2 model, and I will also show you like how we can like implement this kinds of generative AI application with the help of this Google PaLM 2 model. So guys, let's see the video agenda, like what are the things actually we'll be covering. So guys, here if you see, first of all, I will give you the introduction to PaLM 2, like what is PaLM 2 and all about, okay, and why we should use PaLM 2. Then I will also discuss the PaLM 2 API, like how we can generate PaLM 2 API to access this PaLM 2 model. Then I will show you like how we can execute this PaLM 2 model on Google Colab, okay. After that, we'll also see like how we can use this PaLM 2 model with the help of LangChain, because in future, whenever you will be creating any kinds of generative AI application, so you'll be using this LangChain framework with that, right? So yes guys, this is the complete idea of this video. So after this video actually, you'll be pretty much familiar with this Google PaLM 2 model. You can use this model with your any kinds of task, okay. I'll show each and everything. So guys, make sure you are watching this video till the end. Don't skip any part of this video, otherwise you might get some issue. So whatever things actually I'm going to do, just try to do with me, and all the resources I will share in that description section. So guys, Google PaLM 2 is nothing but it's a next generation large language model, okay, built by Google. So and this is the alternative of your OpenAI. If you are using OpenAI, so you have already seen like we need to create the API key to access the OpenAI model, like GPT based model. But if you don't want to spend money on top of it, so what you can do, you can use this Google PaLM 2, and you can create a free API key here, and you can use that API key to access this Google PaLM model, okay. So it would be amazing guys, whenever you will be learning like how we can generate this API key and how we can access this Google PaLM 2 model and how we can create this kinds of generative AI application. So this is going to be completely amazing video. So I love this model actually because this model is so powerful. And guys, I think you have already seen like Google Bard. So it's an alternative like of your chat GPT. So the way actually we perform anything in the chat GPT, okay, so the same thing we can perform in the Google Bard. So Google Bard has also created this kinds of chatbot for us, okay, and in the backend actually this Google Bard, this Google PaLM model is running. So this is the main model, okay, behind this Google Bard. And if you're using chat GPT, so in the chat GPT backend actually your GPT 3.5 and GPT 4 is running, okay. So this is the actually technique they're using. So guys, here if you see, this is the Google PaLM 2 website, and here you can read about this model, like what this model can do, anything, okay. So they have given all the description here. You can go through this documentation and all. So here if you see, it can perform various tasks, okay. So if you see, it can also do coding, it can also do multilingual translation, then it can also do reasoning, then it can also perform summarization, everything it can perform. This Google PaLM 2 model comes up with a embedding model as well. So previously I showed you like how to use Llama 2 model, but in the Llama 2 model we didn't have any kinds of embedding model, okay. We used to use something called Hugging Face embedding model to convert our data to vector, right? But Google PaLM 2 will give you the embedding model as well, so you don't need to use any kinds of external embedding model. So you can use this Google PaLM 2 embedding model to convert your data to embeddings, okay. That means vector embeddings. And we have already seen like we can also use OpenAI based embedding, like which is also GPT based embedding, but it's paid. But if you want to use it as free, so you can use this Google PaLM, okay. So guys, to use this Google PaLM 2, first of all you need to collect one API key. So here if you see, if you just go below, it has one option like PaLM API. So from here actually you can collect the APIs. Let me just click here, and here it will give you this page, and here it will tell you just get your API key. Just try to click on that. Then it will redirect to this maker suite, okay, website. So here actually you need to create the API key. So just click here and it will generate the API key, and don't share this API key with anyone, otherwise they will also able to access. I'll remove it whenever my recording is done, okay. So don't use my API key. So I'll just copy the API key and I will close it. Then what I will do, I'll just quickly save it somewhere so that I can use it later on. So So guys, I already collected my API key. Now I'll show you like how we can execute this Google PaLM 2 model on Google Colab. So I already prepared one notebook guys for you. So I'll just explain like whatever things actually you need to do. Then after that, we'll also see like how we can integrate this Google PaLM 2 model with the help of LangChain. So guys, here first of all you need to connect with the notebook and make sure you have selected GPU as runtime. So here I'll just click on change runtime type and you can select GPU and save. So my notebook is connected. Now first thing you need to install some requirements. So here if you see my main requirement is like a Google generative AI package. Okay, so this is the package actually will help you to connect with the Google PaLM, because this Google generative AI has all kinds of functionality. Okay, so I need to install this package. So now let me install. It's done. Now let me import this PaLM model from Google generative AI. So I'll just write google.generative AI as PaLM. Okay. Now here you just need to paste your API key. So this was my previous API key. I will paste it with my new one. So this is my new API key. Now I'll just configure. Like I will just try to connect with this PaLM API. Okay, with the help of this API key. Now let me connect. Okay, it's done. Now guys, here you can select any kinds of model. If you want to see like how many model this Google PaLM provides, okay, so you can check it out. So let me execute and show you. See guys, so these are the model actually Google PaLM provides, because these are the model variant. So it has Chat Bison 001 model, then Text Vision 001 model, then you have also Text Vision recitation of model, then it has Text Vision safety of model. So here if you see, it has lots of model. Okay, and guys, even if you see it has also embedding model. Okay, this is the embedding model embedding Gecko 002. So this is the embedding model. Okay, so it has various kinds of model. Now here I will be using one particular model called text generation model. Okay, so here if you read the description, it will also tell you like whether it's a text generation model or whether it's a code generation model. Everything you can select from here. Okay, now there is a condition I have written. First of all, I'm looping through all the model, then here I will check the description whether it's a text generation model or not, generate text model or not. Okay, if it is, then just give me the model name. So if I execute, now guys, here if you see, it is returning 4 model of this text generation model. Okay, so these are the 4 model are available, so you can use any of them. So I'll be using the first model, which is nothing but text vision 001. So this is the particular code I have written, so it will extract this first model. Okay, and this is the model name. Now I will use this particular model, and first of all I will show you one text summarization example. Okay, even you can perform lots of tasks. Let me show you. So if you visit this Google PaLM too, so it has lots of tasks. Actually, you can either generate code, either you can write the script, either you can edit your text, problem solving, you can also do recommendation, you can also generate data, you can also create agents, okay, on top of it. So I'll show you like 2 to 3 demo, and like rest of the demo actually you can perform. Okay, I'll show you like how to do it. Now guys, this is the input prompt actually I have prepared. So basically here I'm telling just provide a summary of this paragraph, including all the necessary information. So here I have given just one example. Okay, I think you already know like what is prompt and what is this prompt template. So basically I'm just first of all telling to my LLM, I want this kinds of like output, okay, from my LLM model. So here I'm giving one text, like this is the text, and with respect to that, this is the summary. So this is one short example I'm giving with this prompt, and here I'm also telling just provide a summary of this paragraph. Then this is my input. Okay, this is my input, actual input. So this is the entire text actually I've copied from the internet about COVID-19. So this text actually it will give me the summary. Okay, now let me execute. So you can give any kinds of text here. Even you can also take the input from the user. Now guys, this is the main code. So here first of all you need to initialize this PaLM model. So here I'm calling this PaLM model. I think you remember we imported the PaLM model above. Now here it has one function called generate text. Then you need to give the model name. So this is the model name actually I got. Okay, then you also need to give the prompt. So this is the prompt we have prepared. Now here you can also set the temperature. So temperature 0 means you want strict output from your model, so it won't be taking any risk. But if you're setting it to close one, so it will take risk, and it will be more generalized to the randomness. Okay, so that's why this parameter you can tune, okay, anytime. Let's say you want some mystic output, so you can set this parameter as close to 0. Okay, now this is the maximum output tokens 800 I have written. So here I'm using this particular model called text vision 001. So this model has actually input token size of 8096 and output token size of 1024. Okay, so you can see the documentation. So they have given all the, like you can say, model input and output token size, okay, in the description as well. Now if I execute this code, actually it will give you the complete summary of the text I have given. Now see guys, this is the summary I got. Okay, now if you see, this is the short summary I got. So that means it's working fine. Now you can also try with the code generation as well. So here if you see, they have already given the example. Let's say I want to generate code. So this is the prompt you can give. So could you please help me to write code to generate multiple numbers or numbers from a given list. Okay, so it will generate one function and it will generate this code for me, multiple of a number from a given list. If I show you, so this is the same prompt I have given here. Now if I execute, okay, now I'll give this prompt here right now. So it will automatically understand my prompt and it will give me the code. So it's not readable. So if you want to read it, so you just use print function and paste it. See guys, this is the complete code I got. Generate multiples and it will take the number, it will take the list, okay, and it will multiple the number and it will give you the output. Okay, that means it's working fine. So you can try with different example as well. So let's you can try with editing example. So this is the input prompt you can give, and this kinds of output actually you will get from your model. So this thing actually you can perform. So yes guys, that's how actually we can execute this Google PaLM 2 model with the help of this Google generative AI package and this API key. Now I will show you like how we can execute this Google PaLM 2 model with the help of LangChain. So there actually I will show you one project, okay, simple projects idea. So it would be very much clear for you. So guys, now let's see like how we can use this Google PaLM 2 model with LangChain. So here we'll be building one generative AI application. So the application name is like information retriever from multiple PDFs, okay. And we'll be using like Google PaLM 2 model, and we'll also use like vector database here. So I'll be using Pinecone. And I already discussed like Pinecone vector database, okay, in my vector database community session. You can check it out. And we'll be also using LangChain on top of it, right? So first of all, what I need to do, I need to connect my notebook and make sure you have selected the runtime as GPU. So let me show you. So change runtime type. So it is already selected GPU for me. So let me connect first of all. Now I need to install some of the libraries, LangChain. Then I will be using Pinecone. That's why I need to install this Pinecone client. Then I also need to install PyPDF, because here I'm going to upload my PDF documents, and with the help of these PDF documents, I will be extracting my data and I will be chatting on top of that. I'll be retrieve the information. Okay, let's say I have some PDFs and I want to like understand like what are the topics actually this PDF provides. Like I want to know all the information about this PDF. So I'll be creating one information retrieval bot. So it will give me all the response. Okay, like anything you can ask, like anything you can ask with respect to the PDF, it will give you the answer. So let me install. These are the thing. So guys, as you can see, installation is done. Now I also need to install generative AI, Google generative AI, this package, because I will be using PaLM 2. This thing I showed you in my previous experiment. So you already know like what are things actually you need. Now here I'll be importing some of the required libraries. So first of all, I'll be importing this PyPDF reader, then recursive text character splitter. So I think you will already know this thing. I've already explained in my previous session. You just go ahead and check it out. Okay. So, and I think you already know like about LangChain. Okay. So these are the things actually you are already familiar with. So I don't need to explain. So whatever things actually I'll be using, I'll tell you, okay, whenever I'll be executing the code. Now these are the things actually I'm importing, and as you can see, inside LangChain actually you have this Google PaLM model, so you can directly use this model. And even I'm using this Google PaLM embedding. Okay, I don't need to use any external embedding, as I already told you, because Google PaLM 2 provides this kinds of embedding model as well. So you can directly use this model to convert your text to vector embeddings. Okay. Then I'm also importing Pinecone. Okay, Pinecone vector database, because I'll be using Pinecone for this. Now let me import them all. All right. Now, first of all, I'll be creating one directory here called PDF. So inside that, I will be downloading two PDF from my Google Drive. You can use any kinds of PDF. So here I have one YOLO V7 paper, and another is like one resume I have. Okay, this is the resume I have. So you can upload any kinds of PDF data, and you can perform chat on top of it. Okay, see, it has downloaded. Now if I refresh, now inside PDF I have this YOLO V7 paper and this CV I have. Okay. Now I need to extract the data from this PDF. So I'll be using PyPDF reader from LangChain, and here you just need to give the path of the PDF. So this is the path I have given. Now it will automatically take those file and it will extract the data. Now let me show you. Now guys, this is the data. So if you want to see the data, so you can print like that. So guys, this is the complete data I have extracted from my two PDFs. Now what I need to do, first of all, I need to apply something called text chunks. So what is text chunks? I think I've already discussed in my vector database session. So there actually we will get the idea. So guys, why we perform this text chunks operation? Because I already told you this kinds of model has one particular input size, okay, input token size. So if you're giving more than that, actually it won't be working. So here I'll be using this model called like Google PaLM model, and it has the input size of 8096 token, but if you're giving more than that, so it will give you the error. So that's why actually I need to convert to chunks. Okay, I need to convert to chunks to chunks, so that instead of giving all the corpus at together, I'll be giving the chunks. Okay, that's the idea, and this thing I have already explained detailedly in my vector database session. You can go ahead and check it out. So it has two parameters, chunk size and chunks overlaps. Now let me initialize this chunks splitter. Now here I'll perform the chunks operation. Now it will give me the text chunks. So if I show you, so this is the text chunks I got. So it will give you as a document. So here if you see, this is the first document, this is the second document. Okay, so it will give you chunks. Now let's see like how many chunks we got. So here it has given me 168 chunks. Now if you want to see any particular chunks, you can print it. Okay, and if you read this document carefully, so you will see some of the like token will come, okay, from these chunks as well, because we have given chunks overlap as 20. Okay, you can set this parameter, it's up to you. Now here I just need to give my Google API key. So I think you remember we already created one Google API key. Now let me just quickly paste it, this API key here. So this is my API key actually I collected. So you can give your API key here. Now let me set this API key as my Google API key. Now it will read from the environment. Now guys, if you see, first of all, I need to download the embeddings, because we have converted our data to chunks. Now I need to convert them to vector embedding. Then I need to store them in the vector database. Okay, so for this, I'll be initializing this Google PaLM embedding. Okay, so it will give me that embedding. Now it will use actually Google PaLM embedding. Okay, instead of using other embedding, if you see, so it is giving me this embedding model. Embedding Gecko 001. I think I already told you, right? Like it has different kinds of model, and it has one particular embedding model. So it will give you that model. Now, first of all, if you want to see like how this embedding will look like, so here is an example I have given, hello world. So this sentence will convert to embedding. Now, if I print this sentence as a vector, see, this is the representation of hello world. Now, if you want to see the length, so this is the length of this sentence. It is 768. Now if you give anything here, let's say I will give how are you. So here if you see, again the length would be same, because Google PaLM embedding will give you this is the output. Okay, 768 vector, okay, as the output. Now here first of all I need to initialize my Pinecone. Okay, so to initialize the Pinecone, first of all, you need to collect this Pinecone API key and Pinecone API environment. So for this, let's visit this Pinecone website. I think I've already discussed this thing, like how to collect this API key and all. So let me first of all log in with my account. So guys, you can also use WebAir database, ChromaDB database. It's up to you. Even if you see that documentation of PaLM2, so here they are also given the partner. So it can also support Llama index, then baseplate, then ChromaDB, then gradient, okay, Hubble, LangChain, okay, then it has also integration with the Pinecone, then the WebAir, okay, you can use anything with that, okay, but here in this case I'm using Pinecone because I personally like Pinecone, that's why I'll be using this Pinecone one. Now here first of all I need to collect my API key, so just click on the API key. Now here I already created one API key, so let me just copy, and if you don't have API key you can create from here. Now let me just replace it here. So this is the API key. Now I also need to collect something called API environment. So for this, first of all, I need to create one index. So let me create the index here. Let me give the name. So let's give the name as PaLM. Then here you can give the dimension. So this is the dimension of my vector dimension 768. So 768. So you need to always check this output of your embedding model. That output you need to provide here, okay, as a dimension. Then here I'll be using cosine metric. Then everything will be as default because I'm using free plan. Then I will create the index. So it will take some time to initialize this index. So once it is done, you will see one green mark. See guys, it's done. Now I'll copy this environment name, and here I just need to give it. So it is GCP starter, I think. Yeah. Now let me initialize. Done. Then here I'll initialize my Pinecone vector DB, and here you also need to give the index name, so which is nothing but PUM in this case. Okay, now let me initialize. Done. So here, first of all, what I need to do, I need to store that vectors to my vector DB. First of all, I'll be reading all the chunks one by one. With the help of this embedding model, I'll convert them to vectors. Then I will store them in this index. Okay, the index name I've created called PAM. It will automatically store. Now let me show you. So guys, as you can see, it's done. Now if I go back to my Pinecone and refresh this page here, so you will able to see your vectors. So guys, if you see, my vector has been stored, and this is the text with respect to that. This is my vector. Okay, I got. Now, yes, I'm able to successfully store my vector. Now, if you have already one index here, and if you already have vector there, so you can use this code to load that vector. So let me execute. So I already have this index pump, okay, and inside that I have already a vector. So that's why I am giving this embedding. So it will automatically load. These are the vector here. Okay, see, I have loaded. Now here, on top of that, you can perform this similarity search operation. So here, this is my query. I'm initializing. Let's say I'll first of all apply this query. YOLO v7 outperform which model. Now on top of your like vector, you can perform the similarity search operation, and here I've given this k is equal to 3. That means it will give a 3 response. Okay, 3 best response, and using LLM actually I will try to extract my correct answer. Now guys, see, it is returning 3 answer. So here if you see, I have initialized my LLM as my Google Palm 2 model, and I have set this temperature as 0.1. That means I want a strict output from my model. And here I am creating this retrieval question answering chain from my LangChain, and here chain type is stuff I have given. And this thing I think you have learned from your LangChain session. Okay, so this thing is required here. Now here I'm passing my vector DB objects, okay, as retriever. So it will take that vectors, and it will also take the query, and it will give you the correct answer. Now let me initialize this object. Now here I have created one custom prompt. So here I'm just telling, use the following pieces of context to answer the question. Please provide a detail and response for the each of the questions. So this is my custom prompt I have given. So basically I'm telling my model, so you will receive the question and you need to give the answer in English. Okay, so this is the prompt I have given. Now let me execute. Now here I will initialize this prompt template, and prompt template will accept this template you have created, your custom template, and here you also need to specify the input variable. So in this case, context is my input variable and question is my input variable. Okay, now let me execute. Now here is my query guys. So YOLO v5 outperform which model. So if I now call my QA objects and run this query, so it will give you the answer. Okay, so anything related, so any question you want to ask about this PDF, you can ask like what is the content and all about. So everything it will give you as answer, okay, from this PDF only. See, so here if you see, this is the answer. YOLO v7 performs outperforms YOLO v4, YOLO rc sp. Then these are the model actually outperforms. Now I want to ask something about this CV I have given, this Rikel green CV. So now let me execute. Now here I've given like Rikel green qualification. Now it should give me the qualification. Now see, PhD in English. Okay, if you can open this. Now guys, you can check it out. You just open the PDF and you can see the qualification. It's so you will see like Rikel Green has completed PhD in English. Okay, now I also want to ask Rikel Green experience. So it will also give me the experience. Okay, see, Rikel Green experience like graduate teaching assistant. Now you can also create one while loop to take the prompt from the user. Now you can ask any question here. So YOLO V7, or I can ask, tell me about YOLO V7. Now this is the prompt I have given. So now it will use this PDF and it will give you the answer. See guys, this is all about your YOLO V7, even it is given the performance and everything. Now if you want to ask something about, let's say, this CV, you can also ask. So here I will ask, tell me about Raquel Green. See, this is the Raquel Green. Now if you press exit, if you just write exit, so it will stop the execution. Okay, it should be exit. Okay, done. Now this thing is not required. I'll just delete it. Yeah. So yes, guys, I hope you got the idea, like how we can use this Google Pump 2 model with the help of LangChain, and how we can also connect the vector DB with that, and how we can create this kinds of beautiful generative AI application. Now we can create any kinds of generative AI application. Okay, I think you have already learned all the steps, like how to perform and all. And in future I will also create some of the end-to-end projects with the help of Streamlit app as well. Okay, so there I'll show you like how we can create a end-to-end app on top of it, right? So yes guys, this is all about from this video, and if it is helpful, just try to share this video with your friends and family. So this is all about from my side, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.